Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trash Town. That's right, it's Trash Town like you've never seen it before. The amount of inhabitants that are currently living here and working here is 3. That's right, we're back down to 3. The only good news is that that means the ratio of houses to inhabitants is pretty good. So yeah, we had a pretty iffy last episode. Entirely nothing to do with me. Well, maybe a little bit of something to do with me, but nothing really to do with me. And mostly to do with the fact that the firewood woodworking shed stopped working. So that's a pretty tough gig. We could go and collect this seaweed, which I guess I'll queue up to do, even though it's not really a priority at the moment. I think, honestly, our priority is much more centered around getting enough water and enough food to sustain, well, these 3 chaps, but more importantly, the very many more villagers that we're going to pick up, I hope, over the course of this episode. Now, if we have a little brief look at the map, you can see that there are 2 lonely villages that we can go to. Now, I'm thinking that we continue along with sail power until we get to this lonely village. You're picking up what I'm putting down, I hope. Yeah, I think we're going to continue under sail power because there might be another village over there, and then we can just adjust our course with oil. We've got plenty of oil, so we can make sort of any course corrections whenever we want to. It shouldn't be too difficult to do at all. Anyway, I'm going to keep a much closer eye on firewood going forward, even though I still would like to reiterate that I'm pretty certain that I could have done absolutely diddly squat to fix the issue with firewood. But you know what? It happened. We got to get past it. We got to move on. All right. On the whole, I think we're doing fine for food. Yeah, very okay for food at the moment, which is great. I'm pretty darn happy about that. A little bit less okay for water, but that's going to be just transferred into the town heart in a second, I hope. Or maybe if it already has, maybe it's already been consumed. Who even knows? Who even knows? But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm pretty sure that everything's going to go just as intended. Now, I just need to wait for you to get back. In fact, you know what? Just pick up 10. Pick up 10 bits of seaweed, and then let's get the heck out of Dodge, as they say. There you go. Scrape it off the rocks. That's right. Load it onto the boat, and then let's disappear. I mean, we will be leaving 5 bits behind, but as far as I'm concerned, that is a price worth paying. Right, hop in your boat, and let's advance to the next area, which is, of course, going to be the factory ruins. Great. Right, so over time, I would thoroughly expect this map to be substantially changed and developed. At the moment, you can only really go in one direction, primarily because of the wind. But I've got a funny feeling, what with that whole wind compass thing, the direction of wind will probably change, and therefore I suspect that will mean that we'll be able to go in different directions. What have we got? Okay, viaduct for scrap, that's pretty darn good. Honestly, don't really need the oil. The oil would be a nice bonus, but not a major deal. I think, to be honest, I'd much rather get the metal from the viaduct and then just head out, to be honest. Given the circumstances, I don't think that there is anything that we really need here. I mean, getting the oil might be good to do just because, I mean, it is a fairly rare resource. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I think, to be honest, we can probably skip the oil and get along just fine. Right, fish kebab. Okay, so everyone should be well fed, right? Everyone should be well fed and well watered. Everyone is well fed. Not everyone is well watered, but that will fix itself, I hope, in time. Right, a little bit more firewood. Firewood is important for all of the stuff that actually matters. All of the production of all of the stuff. Hold on, we got way too much firewood. I put in a production limit of firewood. I put in a production limit of 20 firewood, and we've blown right past that. We've got 13 firewood there, 8 firewood there. That's already over the capacity. 9 in there, 1 in there, and 4 in there. What the heck is going on? Production limit reached. And not to mention the fact that we've got 10 firewood waiting for export in this woodworking workshop. Okay, so the production limit system, I think, needs to be tweaked. Either that, or we just need to bring the total amount of firewood that we stored down. Let's take it way down to like 5 or something. I mean, we've so much firewood here. 20 firewood, 8 fire. We've got about 50 firewood. In fact, you know, I can tell you, we got exactly 50 firewood. Well, not exactly 50 firewood, but pretty much as close to 50 firewood as we can possibly get. Oh boy. All right, well that's fine. We're getting the boats unloaded. That's grand. We don't really need to make any more cooked fish. Honestly, we're good on the whole cooked fish front. But apparently we're going to. That's cool. I mean, should I set up like a... I don't even need a fish collection point. I could do with some plastic, though. I could do with some plastic, and I could actually do with a little bit of wood. So let's get that queued up instead. I'm not super bothered about producing any more fish. But I do want more metal, and so I'm going to let that collection go ahead as planned. Yeah, we want to get basically all of the metal here, so we're going to do another 2 trips, and maybe even a 4th trip in order to get the 2 extra metal scrap, which will be left over. Yeah. You're having a snooze. Okay, you know what? We could actually get ourselves a brand new house. It would take up a few resources, but is there anything else that we really want to spend our resources on right now? Not particularly. We're not going to really need to convert that dry wood into firewood for a while, so I suspect, honestly, that we'll be able to get ourselves a brand new little house. Sure. Get a brand new house queued up over there. That's good. That's the first construction of the episode. That makes me feel good. Yeah, water. I mean, water is... It just consumes so many resources. 2 firewood in order to make water. What a joke. What a joke. We need to get the distiller up and running as soon as possible. But we're going to need to get both workshops in order to make that happen. Right. Okay, get the metal unloaded, and then let's do one more trip to the viaduct, and then let's get out of here. Okay, up to 3 water. That's good. Could we do with getting a second distiller? I mean, we could get a second distiller, but the thing is, we don't have anyone to power it, so it wouldn't really be worth it, even slightly. So let's just not think about doing that for a while. Okay. I do kind of like this world because there's so much plastic and there's so much wood close to the boat. But I need people. I need people to work the stuff. I mean, we've got all of the infrastructure for a big base, you know, and we don't have any of the people to man the big base. Okay, yeah, I think we're just gonna get out of here right now. Sure, let's do this. Let's do this right away. Okay, let's move to the next area. We'll just do it under sail power. No issues whatsoever. Cool, and honestly, that water tower being over there is great. What have we got? Let's queue those guys up to do a rescue operation first. And then let's also queue up a scavenge mission as well, as that's pretty darn important. Given the circumstances, we need to get research, we need to get workshops up and running as soon as possible. As I talked about, we really want to try and get ourselves the desalinator. That's what it's called. Okay, also, there's a bunch of wood nearby, there's a bunch of plastic nearby, there's even a bunch of fish nearby. We're fine for fish. I don't think that we need to get any more fish. We need to start being a little bit more responsible with our storage. Right. Can someone go and rescue the villagers, please? As soon as we rescue the villagers... There we go. Perfect. As soon as you rescue the villagers, it means that they can be put to work. I mean, that's another person to do the boat. That's another person to do firewood chopping, should that be needed. I mean, look at the rate at which firewood is consumed. That's just absolutely ludicrous. We need to get 2 more houses as well. That will be done very, very shortly. Where are you going? Are you going to... Oh, you're going to scavenge the town. That's cool. That is totally cool now that we've got 2 replacement visitors. 2 replacement visitors? 2 replacement villagers. I hope that they're going to be here for the long term. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Okay, so this capacity, this increased villager capacity has already brought with it some fantastic benefits. We're already collecting wood. That's grand. We're going to need to set up a little bit of plastic collection as well, because otherwise we're going to run out of plastic, and we're going to need plastic to build the scrapsmith, I believe. We are indeed. And I do think that I want to get this unlocked right now. And see if we can try and get it built. I mean, I want to build it reasonably soon. But there's not really any particular rush. I'd much rather get sort of all of the mission critical components sorted first. One of the things that I'm particularly happy about is food production. Food production seems to be going very, very well. In fact, we now have more cooked fish than we do uncooked fish, which is honestly remarkable. Our storage is looking absolutely fine. Our water, however, is still looking very, very dodgy. And we've now officially run out of firewood, but that's okay. It's going to be replenished almost immediately. Great. Yeah, so as soon as we can get the desalinator, the better, really, as far as I'm concerned. Right, the reason that we're taking such a long time to do any of the scavenging missions is because we've got someone down at the shack town working away astutely, I would hasten to add. I don't have any problem with that. I mean, it's good to get the dry wood. And you're gonna head off to the scrap town again over there. Okay, perfect. Can we get some more houses? I mean, I can get some more houses, but we need a little bit more dry wood and a little bit more plastic. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. And now we are out of dry wood. That is, of course, going to have a knock-on effect on our firewood production. But that's okay, because we've really taken the production limit way down. So yeah, production limit should be reached. I mean, there's 5 firewood stored over there. No firewood stored over there. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. 17 firewood. So that's how much we blow past the production limit. So I set a production limit of 5. And it blows past that, and it gives me 17 firewood. Overkill is underrated. Alright, we've come back with a bunch of firewood as well. I mean, that's nice. That's a bonus. It's not going to stop my men from producing firewood, is it? No, they're just going to continue producing firewood forever. Truly remarkable. Truly remarkable. Unbelievable. Yeah, okay, how are we doing water-wise? Honestly, not as bad as I thought. We're actually not doing too bad on the water front. I just don't know how we are supposed to get more water. That's the real question. I mean, how do we do it? How do we do it? Do we need to get a solar still? Is that what we need? The small water container for 5 research is utter garbage. That's not necessary. Water container is not necessary. It might become necessary later, but certainly at the moment it's not necessary. I think we honestly just beeline for the desalinator. The solar still, I mean, it worked well during the last playthrough, but it didn't really feel like it was a game changer, you know? 8 cans of food. I mean, that's nice. That'll actually take us above the food production limit. Well, actually, no, it won't, because 8 of those food production unit, or 8 of those food reserve units, should I say, are cans, or will be cans. So we're already hitting that limit with just fish, which is remarkable. Which will take us, that will definitely take us over the production limit. And speaking of, we probably need to try and get a few more fishes. Yeah. Right. We'll queue that up. We don't need many more fishes, but we do need a little bit. Right, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 20 wood, 12 firewood, 14 cans. That's not too bad. And a little bit of research as well. Great. I mean, I do kind of want to head to the next area pretty swiftly, given that it is a leaking water tower. And I don't think it's going to fix our watery woes, but it will at least sort of rectify them for a little bit. Which is good, you know? We want to... You know, we just sort of stagger from disaster to disaster. Slowly but surely. I tell you what, having so many woodworking sheds is a little bit of a blessing and a curse. It does mean that we have to spend less time chopping firewood. However, when people chop firewood, they all chop firewood. We've got 3 people chopping firewood right now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that. And then, of course, after everyone chops the firewood. So, yeah, bear in mind, production limit of 5. And that's 30 firewood. Alright. 31 firewood. We're still going strong. Don't mind my production limit. Unbelievable. How do I win? How do I win? Okay, let's deactivate these two woodworking sheds for now. I think that one woodworking shed might honestly be more than enough. It means that we can get some of the boats out. 50 food. 50 food. I mean, we need to get more dry wood, given the fact that we've spent all of our dry wood on making 55 bits of firewood. Man, this distiller is so trash. It's so trash. It is so trash. It takes ages, and it requires 2 fuel. It's really bad. It's really bad. But that's okay. How are we doing storage-wise? That's what I want to clarify on. Yeah, how are we doing storage-wise? Honestly, okay, we're getting there, but it's fine. The town heart still has a whole bunch of storage available, but I think, yeah, the storage yard is pretty full. That's fine. Right. Let's get as much of this wood collected as possible, and we'll get it all dried out. Something which does wind me up slightly is that when they run from the boat to wherever, they don't take any of the resources that are on the boat. So in effect, they're all just wasting a journey whenever they get off the boat. I mean, don't get me wrong, I sympathize with their plight. They are on a floating trash city. So I get it that occasionally they forget to, you know, unload their spoils of war. But is that an excuse? Not really. Not at all, actually. Okay, all of that wood is queued up to dry. We've got 10 more bits of wet wood right over there. Right, take that down to one boat. And then I hope we can get a little bit more plastic before we head out of here. And we're out of nibblefish as well. That's cool. How many more fishes do we have over there? 5. Let's trash that marker and see if we can get a little bit more fish. There we go. It's just better bang for buck if we go to fresh fishing sources. What do we got in here? More cooked fish. Okay. How are we still producing fish? How is that possible? We've got 52 cooked fish. Oh. Hold up. You know what? Set it at 40. Right, my bad. I thought it was dried fish. That one's on me, guys. That one's on me. I thought it was dried fish that I was making, but it's not dried fish that I'm making. I'm making cooked fish, and I've just blown past the production limit. Right. Finally. Great. So, our final resting place will be about 59 food or something, which is pretty darn good, but it means that we don't need to worry about food for the foreseeable future. But we still need to worry about water, even though everyone's water is actually okay. Yeah, it's not actually that bad. Okay. Good. We're making some serious progress with all of this wood drying. That's great. Yeah, you're going to do one more fishing expedition out there. I was kind of hoping that we'd get like another boatload of both wood and plastic before we headed off. Yeah. Also, are you literally just poking the fire with a stick under the distiller? Is that literally what you're doing? I don't mean to sound like a bad guy here, but I mean, could you not do something else whilst that fire is running? If you're just poking it with a stick? I don't think that that's a super essential job. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I've never been stuck in a trash town in the middle of nowhere. Right. Let's remove that marker. Right. We're getting a little bit high on storage, but that's okay. 16 firewood. Unbelievable. Should we get a second distiller? I really don't want to. I really don't want to get a second distiller. Okay, you know what? I've kind of had enough. We're not getting the plastic that we need, or we're not getting it at a pace that I'm happy with. Let's move straight to the next area. We'll just move under sail power, and we shall go and get some water as swiftly as possible. Right, get that water all salvaged. What have we got over here? An abandoned shack. Let's go to that as well. Seaweed-covered rocks. I mean, I will go and get that. I will go and get that seaweed. 30 seaweed, it's a lot. It's good stuff. However, it will take up a lot of storage. And we have to bear in mind, we've already got 15 seaweed already in storage there. Another 5 somewhere else, you know. So we're fairly burning through this storage that we've got here. Okay, missions for this specific area. I mean, I need to get some plastic. Just so happens that it doesn't look like there's much plastic at all. I mean, there's a little bit of dried wood here. That's 6 trips. That's pretty darn good. It doesn't look like there is a peep of plastic. I tell a lie. There is indeed a peep of plastic. Do we need fish? Do we need any fish collection? I might set up for 1 fish collection point. Not super high priority stuff, but you know, at least we can say we've done it. Yeah, so we're gonna need more plastic because I want to extend this walkway up this way. 5 cans of food and 7 cans of food and 3 bits of wood. However, it did come with a whole bunch of research points. So let's get the plastic recycler then, I guess. Yeah, why not? I mean, we're getting all of this. We're getting all of this tech, this research stuff, but there's precious little that we can do with it until later on. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I want to extend out this walkway up here. I honestly think that 8 bits of plastic might be enough. Let's give it a shot. And then we can look to make the scrapsmith and also the plastic recycler once the scrapsmith has been made. We'll just keep this as the sort of workshop. The workshop walkway. That's quite nice, isn't it? Right. Get that built, please. Cool. We're doing good for firewood. We're doing good for boats. We're doing good on everything, actually. The only thing that we need is 1 more tiny little bit of plastic. Which no one ever seems to really want to do. Alright, let's remove that marker right over there. Get someone to hop in their boat, and someone go and pick up plastic for me, please. Because without plastic, we're in trouble. Right, we're up to 21 water. That is, of course, entirely thanks to the leaking water tower. That's why we're here. As it turns out, it's a pretty key resource for living your life to the full. Water. The one thing you cannot survive without. I mean, that's not true. That is literally not true. But you know what? I said it, so therefore, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to stop talking. Going to start talking about something else completely different. As Monty Python would say, and now for something completely different. A scrapsmith. As soon as these chaps unload their bits of plastic. Come on, dude. Come on, someone unload the boat. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. So, scrapsmith. Let's get the scrapsmith down. Oh, that looks perfect. That looks absolutely perfect. Let's get that built as swiftly as possible. And then we shall start turning... We shall start turning the metal into nails. No, sorry, into screws. Yes, into screws. Screw, yeah. If only it was that simple, eh? Yeah, as you can see, we're slowly but surely just losing water. Which makes me think, unfortunately, that we need to get another distiller. But, in saying that, it's holding slightly steady. Right, I'm gonna set up that seaweed to be salvaged. I know it's gonna take up a heck of a lot of storage, but I think it'll be worth it, honestly, if we do it. I also need to get a little bit more wood, to be honest. I need to get some more boats. I don't have the salvaging capacity that I wish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6 that we need. Yep, it is indeed. Yeah, I need more boats. I need basically, right? I need 3 salvaging boats so that we always have 1 boat out in either plastic or, no, sorry. 1 boat out always in wood. One boat out, always in plastic. One boat out, always in scavenging. So I think for that reason, we're going to try and get a new walkway over here. And we're sort of going to try and extend... Let's try and go as far as 8 bits of plastic will allow us. There we go. 8 bits of plastic. It's a nice little investment there. What do we need? We need 2 bits of dried wood. Right, fine. Yeah, because we just don't have the dried wood. What with the amount of firewood that we're consuming. Yeah, we need a lot of... We need a lot of dried wood, actually. Also, I think that is all of the screws built for the plastic recycler. So, ironically, it is wood that is holding us up on all fronts, actually. You're only going to pick up some more seaweed. Alright, it's just 2 more journeys. That's fine. Right, nice. Let's get those screws back into storage somewhere. I don't know where the heck they're being stored. Ah, there, apparently. And here. 12 screws. Grand. Alright, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get all this stuff unloaded and then get the heck out of Dodge. Okay, also, I'm having second thoughts about seaweed. Let's hold off on getting more seaweed than we currently have. Yeah, instead, let's go and get some wood. Wood is a much more important resource right now. You know, instead I'm going to stick a second salvaging boat on that there. And you're out of plastic. Okay. That's fine, I guess. And I think the next area that we're going to be going to is the end of the world. So we're going to be coming back around and doing the start of the map again. Which is a good opportunity, actually. A very, very good opportunity indeed to pick up yet more villagers, which is what I'm absolutely interested in doing. Right. I think we can manage, yeah, loads more trips. Loads more trips over there. Over to the wood pile. How much more? How much more? I need 2 bits of dried wood. 2 bits of dried wood in order to get another mooring point. And I think that is probably what we're going to build next. Probably over the workshop, to be honest. As there's not really much point of building the next workshop, the plastic recycler, that is. Not really much point, as we don't have the tech needed. Alright, let's get that down there. And we'll build a brand new boat, which we should be able to build with relative ease. Which is great. We're back down to 13 water, by the way. So as you can see, not having dried wood for a tiny little bit of time means that there is a massive knock-on effect with our wood production, which is intensely irritating. Alright, can I get another pontoon out here? No, that's a shame. I'm gonna get one of those, but only because they are relatively cheap, and I still had one last bit of rope still left over. Your water reserves are low. I know, it's a real shame. But everything seems to be working pretty smoothly, honestly. You know what? I'm gonna re-reverse my decision on seaweed. We're instead gonna get one last load of seaweed. Sure. One last load of seaweed. And then, as soon as the seaweed has been removed from the rocks, scraped from the rocks with bare hands, we're gonna get out of here. There we go. Fantastic. All right, now we should be able to come straight back home. Well, this person should be able to come straight back home, which is grand. We're sitting on a little pile of wood, which is fine. We got a little bit more wet wood in that boat, so that just needs to be processed, and I'm sure it will be. But you know what's going to help us process wood at a heck of a faster pace? That's right, it's villagers, baby. That's what we're going to do. That is exactly what we're chasing down. Alrighty. So, now with our brand new strategy, we've got 3 boats. 3 salvage boats, should I say. Which means that we should be able to have 1 boat out in wood at all times. That's 2 trips. We'll keep it to 2 trips, sure. One boat out in wood at all times. That's 7 trips over there. Cool. Any more wood at any location on the map? Yes, lots and lots, which is great. Let's go and rescue from the Lonely Island first. And that will mean that we'll have way more villagers to do exactly what we want to do. And also, it looks like we're going to be able to pick up a little bit of research in this town. I don't think it's going to be enough for the desalinator, which is still my first priority, I think. But I'm not worried at all. Okay, we do need more houses, and I think... Do I want to hold off building houses until I have the blueprint for large houses? I don't actually know. I kind of feel like maybe I want to hold off, but... Yeah, not sure about that. Alright, looking good. Looking good, chaps. Looking very, very good. This is great. This is great. I'll crank that up to a second boat, shall I? We can do it in 2 journeys. And then, you know what? I'm gonna put down another marker right there. Grand. Alright, this is looking the part. This is looking great. Can I get the next workshop? I can indeed. I can get the plastic distiller. The plastic recycler, should I say. Not the plastic distiller. Not even close. Let's get that down. Sure. And I can get another salvage boat. Now, I don't actually think I want another salvage boat. I think I want another fishing boat. I think for fish... Well, actually, I say that. For fish, we're actually doing A-okay. I'm going to turn on another woodworking shed so that we're going to slightly increase our firewood production whenever there is a drop below the designated production limit, which doesn't seem to do anything. Seems like rough guidance more than firm fact. Okay, who is it that's working on the distiller right now? I mean, I can't really click on you, can I? I did see your name. No, it's fish kebab. I don't want fish kebab. Can I try and guess who it is? Requires drifter. No, I know it requires a drifter, but I want to see who it is. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make after all of that is that looks like Sammy Flot. Do you think that's Sammy Flot? Oh. It's lads and ladies. That's great. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, that looked like a Sammy Drifter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Sammy Drifter. All right, let's put Sammy Drifter, Sammy Flot. Sammy Flot, you are 100% concerned with water. You're a high priority water fellow. You need to prioritize water above all else. All right. Set up for a little scavenge. So we should be making water pretty much continuously. Plastic net. I am going to make plastic net in anticipation for the desalinator. Wait, hold up. What? No, it's not plastic net. I don't even need this plastic recycler. Oh my goodness. I've just wasted 15 research and I could have got the desalinator. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. I completely forgot that plastic pipe is manufactured at the scrapsmith. Oh my goodness. This is a major coup. This is a coup. It's not a problem though. It just means that we're prioritizing research over all else, which is a questionable decision at best, but it's what's happened. Right, we're doing fine for storage, fine for food, literally just water that we're having a problem with. Honestly, can I try dropping down a second distiller? I actually think that might be the best solution for us, at least in the short term. Everyone does seem alright for water at the moment, though. Right, well, let's wait until we have just a bit more. There we go. Pause. Get that down there. I fully suspect that distiller is going to be deconstructed. It's going to be deconstructed probably fairly soon. as soon as we get that desalinator. I don't know how much research we're going to get from this shack town, but it'll probably be about 8, so I would imagine that we'll be able to pick up the desalinator pretty darn quickly. I want to get all prepared for it. 20 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to need 3 more screws after we make that. That's cool. Alright, distiller up and running. Let's put it on continuous water production. And let's see if we can always try and have 2 people on distilling duties at the same time. Of which, speaking of people, we actually need more people. We need more people than we currently have. That won't come as a surprise to you because I've been badgering on about how darn important it is to do that all episode. Right, let's set 2 people on high priority water production. So we should always have 2 people on water production, please. No, we still only have 1 person on water production. Is it because the person who I told to do water production is out and about? No swimming allowed? Right. Where are you? Ah, you're here. Why are you not... Why are you not producing water? Mariana the Muscle von Scrap. Okay, just go and produce water, please. Is it because we're low on firewood? I have absolutely no idea why it's not working. I mean, we do have firewood. Great. Okay, we got double the water production. That's great. That's absolutely fantastic. That is what I am all about. And with this, we've got 20 extra dry wood, which is great. Yeah, really, really good. Really happy about that. Okay, what are our markers at the moment? We got a marker for wet wood. Great. And we've got a marker for plastic. Both of those look totally fine. What with my prioritization of people now, I'm sort of straying into territory where things can go badly wrong at a moment's notice. But that's okay, because that's just your regular Orbital Potato YouTube video. Things could go wrong at any time. At any time. Could be crazy. Okay, what do you come back with? You're coming back with firewood. Okay, so that usually means that we're going to be able to go and get a little bit more food from the shack town. Yeah. Alright, can I maybe set a little bit of a higher production limit? Maybe something like 10? I don't know if that's going to make a shred of difference, given that they seem to ignore production. Yeah, they just entirely ignore production limits. The problem is really getting it hauled from wherever it is being stored, including in the export section of the woodworking sheds to the distillers. But that's okay. We need 3 more screws. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then we need to get a whole bunch of pipes. How many pipes do we need for the desalinator? We need 6 pipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so once that's all fixed up, we should be totally fine. I don't know if we have anywhere near enough scrap to make that happen, but we're certainly going to try. Double the distilling. It seems to be working out not too badly. We do need more wood, though. That's the only problem, is that we seem to have quite a lot of people preoccupied with not going out and salvaging stuff. We've got quite a lot of people that are working in the hauling industry, which is a little bit worrying, because hauling stuff is very, very important, but if we don't have sort of like basic resource collection, then we're going to have problems. Right, let's put 2 boats on that. I want to stay here for a tiny little bit longer, see if we can maybe get a couple more boatloads of dry wood. I think as long as our dry wood production is pretty consistently high, then we'll be fine. We're quite fortunate that there's not very much stuff that will require much plastic going forward, but the amount of dry wood that we require is a lot. We need a lot of dry wood. Okay. What is that? Yeah, 10 plastic. With that 10 plastic, that'll be a good surplus of plastic for a while. We should be able to last a long time with that. Right, 12 firewood, cool. Right, this seems to be working out fairly well. Let's do... That's 19. That's 2 more boatloads. 2 more boatloads of wood. How are we doing for food, by the way? We're doing fine for food. The reason that we've stopped producing fish is... Well, not really down to the production limit. It's down to the fact that we've stopped collecting fish. That's fine. Alright. Maybe as soon as a couple of people... What the heck? Are you saying that you've reached your production limit? Production was halted because you reached your production limit? There is no way that we've ever reached our production limit of water. That's ridiculous. Anyway, a couple more people, if they get on the boats, scoot on out to the wood collection area, then that would be fine. Because we are just using so much firewood in order to make all of this fresh water. It's a real problem. I mean, it's obviously not... I mean, it's a problem, but it's also a good thing. Right, can I maybe prioritize some people to do... What is it? Landmark, salvaging... Landmark, salvaging, scavenging, and investigating. Crafting at workshops, construction duties, fishing duties, hauling duties, salvaging stuff around boys. Okay. Let's put 2 people on a slightly higher priority for salvaging. There we go. And then we'll have 1 person who has a slightly higher priority of landmark investigating, which is great. Alright. So, unbeknownst to me, this guy's decided to go and pick up plastic. A noble ambition, but not really something that I wanted you to do. But that's okay. Alright, and then you're going to hop off into another boat, and you're going to go and do that. Okay, so that actually means that we should probably have some, like, dedicated haulers. I don't really have enough people to do that, but I kind of want everyone to have a specialized job, but that just seems more efficient. I don't know if it actually is, but it seems more efficient. Right, you're coming back. I think that this is when we want to get the heck out of Dodge. And we want to travel to the leaking water tower. It's going to bring us some more fresh water, a little bit of oil, and a little bit of an abandoned town, which is quite good. Oh, this is great. This is really, really good. Okay. 20 fresh water. Do we need that right now? No. Do we need the oil right now? No. I do want to get the abandoned shack started right now so that we can hopefully get more than 6 research points, because that is pretty darn important. Right, let's put as many people on swimming duties as possible. There we go. We'll just collect as much wood as we possibly can. There we go. Yeah, it's just quicker to do it like that, I think, rather than sending a boat round. We should also probably think about getting some more drying racks. Probably another 2, I would wager. Yeah, 2 more drying racks. Absolutely grand. 10 research points. Oh boy, I've never been so grateful for 10 research points in all my life. Right, the desalinator, that's good. That's up and running. That's great. It says that we're out of metal scrap, but we have metal scrap here for sure. We got metal scrap somewhere. We just need to find it. 1 metal scrap. It's showing that we have 21 metal scrap. Okay, in actuality, we only have 1 bit of metal scrap. I don't know where that number is coming from, but that is absolutely not the truth. As I'm sure you can see. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea where that has come from. Is it because we've imported it somewhere else? Sometimes the game likes to do this. They like to put it as the import to other buildings. Yeah, like the wrong resources into wrong buildings. Yeah, not sure why, but that's fine. Right. Good stuff there. 113 bits of wood. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's real good. That is real good wood right there. That is real good wood. Right, can I get another boy out here? There we go. Let's put 2 boats on that, since it's a pretty darn big hole. Alright, this is great. This is gonna go great. Let's also set up the salvaging of the water tower. There is our one guy who is a good water tower salvager. A landmark investigator, as you could say. Not a private investigator, a landmark investigator. And then I hope that the next area that we go to will have, well, it'll either have villagers or a viaduct. It might even have both. I'm hoping. Right, do I need 2 trips from the water tower, or do I just need 1 trip from the water tower? I think, honestly, not super concerned about 2 trips from the water tower. Also, I'm just having a brief look around for fish. Are there any fish nearby? I mean, if there are fish nearby, then great. I mean, all the way over there. I mean, that's not really nearby, is it? I might do a single trip to the fish over there. Purely because we are a little bit low on food supplies. And I don't want to sort of just drop off completely. Let's set you up to dry wood. Let's set you up to dry wood as well. Great. Okay, 31 dry wood to dry on the drying heap, and that's not been done yet. Okay, let's get down to 10, and then honestly, I think let's just get out of Dodge, you know? Let's just leave. Let's just leave. I don't think that there's really any other reason to stay around here. We're gonna get all of that water that's gonna come back to us. I don't think we've got any other boats out on collection missions at the moment. He says, not confidently. No, there's not a boat in there. Not a boat over there. There's not a boat out fishing. Let's just go. Let's just go to the next area. I don't need the oil. I absolutely do not need the oil. I think we just need to, you know, be more confident, you know? Be more confident. Okay, so this is going to be another opportunity to pick up some villagers. Let's go and do that right now. That's 32 scrap at the viaduct. I mean, that is absolutely perfect. Let's get both of those as quickly as possible so that we can rectify our metal scrap discrepancy. All right, nice. Okay, phase through each other. That's cool too. Right, we'll try and 52 wood. That sounds okay. That's great. Let's also get 2 fishing. Oh, we don't even have 2 fishing boats. We'll just do 1 fishing boat. 1 fishing boat of dry wood. Oh, fantastic. Great stuff. 2 more people. 2 more people joining the crew. That's great. As soon as they get back, hopefully they can immediately just fit right in and get to work. Oh boy, that's 10 scrap right there. That is exactly what we require at this time. Okay, I think I'm going to queue up this desalinator for, this distiller even, for deconstruction. Right. Let that bit of water finish. Great. Let's get it moved out of the export, and then let's start the deconstruction process. Very, very good. That's been finished. Great. Seaweed storage. Yeah, I know. I'm going to deal with it in a bit. Okay, we're just about maxed out on storage capacity. What is this? Production limit reached? Oh, of dry wood. Okay. Let's increase our production limit of dry wood, actually. Yeah, let's go up to, like, 75. Yeah. Cool. Change production limit for dry wood. There's no reason not to have it out drying. Okay. And are we done? Are we done with manufacturing the pipes? No. No, we're not. Yes, we are. We got 6 pipes. That's great. So let's get that disassembled as quickly as we can. There we go. Take all of the resources out. That will, of course, presumably give us a headache. What do we need? Oh, the pipes haven't been moved yet. The pipes have indeed been moved. Okay, great. Let's get a desalinator in right over here. Yeah, we'll try and keep it. Can we try and fit it in there? Can I just deconstruct this as well? Is that a possibility? I don't want to reach my production limit. Let's worry about getting another desalinator in just a second. But for now, let's commit all of these resources to doing that. Yeah. I don't think I can build another salvage boat. I don't think I can build another boat at all. Unless I've got a spare... I guess I must have a spare pontoon. Or mooring point, whatever the heck it's called. I guess I must have a spare one. Alright, well I might elect to get another fishing boat. Yeah, let's get another fishing boat. Right. Can I get this desalinator built pretty quick, please? Right, 2 metal scrap waiting over there. Okay, great. Now it seems to be reflecting accurately the amount of scrap that we have. Can I just have a brief little look? 11 scrap in there. And no scrap elsewhere. Yeah, that shows pretty accurately. That's cool. Alright, grand. Alright, great. Can I fit a desalinator in here? Oh, I can't see. You know what? Even if I can fit another desalinator in here, it's fine. Let me instead stick down a couple of houses. How about that? There we go. 2 more houses. That seems like a unnecessary overreaction. But that's cool. That's all salvaged. The scrap's all salvaged from the viaduct. That's great. The desalinator, the absolute monster of a machine is pretty much finished. That is great. Let's get that working. Let's get that working as soon as we possibly can. All right, this is good. This is good. We are officially sort of out of food and out of water. But that's okay. We're on it. Can I set up a little bit more food to be collected? Yes, please. That's exactly what I would like to do. Is there any more fish we can get? Sure, get some more fish over there. Do I need to get any more dry wood? Not particularly. I tell you what, this is a very good map for fish. Can I can't put a fishing point like here and then expand it out. That's a bit of a shame. Nope. That's a no-go either. All right, well, I guess that we're going to try and tap as much of the fish as we possibly can, but not all of it is tappable. But there is quite a lot. There's quite a lot of fish. Okay, cool. Grand. Right, what's our next sort of mission objective? Rather than going for the fishing hut as we did last time, why don't we try going for the food truck? It means that we can make sushi. It still has a nutritional value of 1. But I guess it must make it slightly more efficiently. I have absolutely no idea. Alright, what do you need? Halted fuel production? Oh, come on, guys. I've got 24 firewood and none of it is being moved to the desalinator. That's quite irritating. But that's okay. I mean, the amount of water that we produce from this thing is crazy. It's crazy. It's so fast in comparison to the old thing. Oh, look at this. 4 bits of water. Oh, man. This is good. This is good. This is absolutely perfect. I am now a little bit worried that we're not going to have enough fish production. Fish and food production, that is. Yeah, we've sort of prioritized water at the expense of food. I mean, I know that that's not really true, but it kind of feels like it. And now we've just got a whole bunch of useless stuff in our storage. What can we ditch? Anything? I mean, we will transform some dry wood into wet wood. Can I increase the production limit of firewood yet again? Stick that up to 20 per se. Yeah. Get some of the dry wood just out of the storage area for now. Which will in turn mean that the wet wood can be put on the racks, which is quite good. Alright, that's looking quite positive, to be honest. That is looking quite positive. Food reserves are low. Yeah, I know. However, we are making fish pretty much as quickly as we possibly can, and I must say, I like it. I mean, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great on the surface. However, dig a little bit deeper, and I think that you'll find this is working. This is absolutely working for us. The situation is positive. Things are looking up, and I'm very, very happy about that, actually. Look at that. Water reserves are climbing. And all we require is a constant supply of dry wood, which I am more than happy to provide. All right, let's go on to the next area. Where do I want to go? I want to go straight up this way, I think. I don't think we need oil. If I don't need oil, then I don't know why I'm going to... Right. Yeah, okay. Let's just go straight this way. There might be something else other than oil over here. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Trash Town moves again. There we go. Okay, what have we got? There's a viaduct over there, which is quite nice. I mean, I'll take it, but again, it's not that great for us. I will take the oil as well, even though I don't actually need it. We'll get as much wood as we conceivably can get. We'll also queue up a little bit of fishing. There we go. And is that all that we really require? I think that that's all we really require at this moment in time. Sure. All right, nice. Nice. Everyone get to work. As quick as you can, please. And I hope that we'll be able to get a food truck. But I somehow suspect that we probably will not be able to do that within the confines of this episode. There's a lonely island right over there. I mean, we're gonna go to that lonely island. It's just a question of, will there be enough research points to get a food truck? Probably. I don't think that you can collect less than 6 if you fully scavenge a house or whatever. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It's working. Something is working. It's happening. This looks good. This looks like a proper town setup. And I reckon if we were to continue on with the same amount of villagers as we have right now, we could probably make this little town last forever. But of course, that's not what I'm all about. I'm all about pushing things to the max. What have we got? 40 more bits of storage. That's cool. I mean, we've got so much stinking raw seaweed that we need to try and do something with it, which is part of my rationale behind getting a food truck. As I'm sure you can imagine, food truck is going to make seaweed somehow, and that's going to allow us to get rid of make sushi, and that's going to allow us to get rid of some of the seaweed. All right, storage is slowly creeping up. Ever so slowly. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Can I get a... I don't think I can get another big storage in here, can I? Get another big storage up there. Is that what I want to do? No, it's going to be too far from the... It's going to be too far from the center. Can I get a big storage in over here? Oh, I can. I think that that's perfect. I think that that's actually really good. It'll just mean that we absolutely will not hit our maximum amount of storage. Well, I say absolutely won't be able to, but we're not going to hit it for a heck of a lot longer if we increase the amount of storage that we have. Okay, good, 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 good. Let's do that. Let's get that all sorted. And then I think that we're going to be ready to head to the next area. The viaduct is almost fully salvaged. That's great. I don't really think that we'll need much more scrap at all, actually, on the rest of this playthrough. But you never know. We might, in fact, need more scrap. Okay, get that storage yard built. That water. Oh, man. Man, that desalinator is sick. It's so good. It is so, so good. It is ridiculously good. Like, it doesn't even compute how good it is. That's fantastic. Okay, food reserves are low. My food reserves, actually, I mean, they have been better. They were better, you know, through the course of this episode. However, on the whole, I don't think there could be a better place to finish the episode off. Given the circumstances, everything looks pretty darn good. What we're going to be doing in the next episode is heading off, collecting as many villagers as we possibly can, and traveling to the end of the world and back to the beginning again. I hope you'll join me for it then, ladies and gents. This has been Flotsam. I've been Over the Potato. I'll see you next time. Bye.